We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from the GME studio, it's Good Morning Entrepreneurs.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning Entrepreneurs.
Are you an entrepreneur who has felt like you were all alone on your business adventure? Well, you're in the right place.
You know, being an entrepreneur can be lonely and challenging at times, looking for people to bounce ideas off of and get feedback.
Welcome to Good Morning Entrepreneurs,
the show designed by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs just like you.
Keep watching for your dose of entrepreneurial fun with the Roving Reporters and, of course, Kim and Carrie.
As we like to say around here, buckle up, Buttercup.
Good morning, entrepreneurs, and welcome to show number 71. I am joined today with a beautiful co-host, Denise Millay. Denise, you may know already, she is the findability queen. If your business is not being found online, you need a whole lot of Denise in your life because she will make that happen. So Denise, good morning, and thank you for co-hosting with me today.
Good morning, Kim. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited for today's show.
I am too, Denise. And I have to say, if this is your first time here and you don't know who this loudmouth is, I am Kim White. I am the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team and community, and the instigator behind the scenes here. I'll just say that. We've got Adam Rothenberg and Kat Corchado. I'll just say driving the bus in the background. They're in the green room pushing the buttons and making us look good, Denise.
They're driving.
They're driving.
So, Kim, let's dive in and get this party started and head over to Entrepreneur Land.
It's one of my favorites. I love Entrepreneur Land because this show is made by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs who are figuring things out. You know, you think you have to have this giant budget for something to do a production, but honestly, there's a lot of things you can do from wherever you are today. So we want to be living proof for you, and we want to encourage you. We want to share today's theme, which ties right into production, which is preparing for opportunity. I think the show is all about being prepared for those opportunities. And I think if you will pay attention, you will be able to walk away with some things to implement today in your own business.
So true, Kim. I think that preparing is opening yourself and getting your ducks in a row and just feeling like watching and interacting with people so that you catch all those opportunities. So that's really great. And as a community, we do so much around here to prepare ourselves for opportunity. We take opportunity, we create opportunity. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to head over to the GME Chronicles to hear more about what the community did this month or this week.
Thank you, Carrie and Kim. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the GME Chronicles. My name is Jill Olish, and we have some exciting updates for you today, July 26th, 2024. The GME Chronicles is a celebration of moving the needle in our businesses, and we want to share these numbers out loud with you to show what is possible after doing something for the first time. The total of 14 events last week included Kat's Pilates classes, the Money Barista Savings Tool Tour and Club with Carrie, and My Sexy Business hosted 6 mastermind sessions. Adam also posted 1 interview, and My Sexy Business posted 5 YouTube clips and went live with show 70 of GME. 5 new podcast episodes dropped last week. Go give them a listen. We had Sisters in Service, Late Bloomer Living, Mucked Up My Self-Care, Buckets and Boom Gates, and 5 and 15 Interview Leadership Series. On Clubhouse, Adam and Denise hosted the My Sexy Business Not Creepy Room on Wednesday. Last week's number of 27 brings our grand total to 5,495 amazing things done together as a community. We look forward to more updates next week. If you are ready to join in on the fun around here, coming up we have the Mama Outspoken Village with myself, the Big Show and Tell with Donna, the Vision Board Party and Sticky Note Time panel and party, as well as save the date for the upcoming Groundwork Brigade open house on August 7th and 8th. Back to you in the GME studio.
My goodness, cheers to the numbers. It's such an amazing thing. And I've got my beautiful Sisters in Service cup. And I just want you to know, I don't know why I don't check my cup before we go live. Every single time it's got like stuff dripping down the side. So y'all just know I drink my coffee and I spill my coffee and I drink more coffee. So there you go, Denise.
Well, I go for the clear glass. Nobody can see all the drips. I'm in the same boat. So
I love it. Well, we have a special cheers today. We are definitely excited for the numbers that were represented in the Chronicles and the things that our community is doing. And I just want to encourage everybody. Remember, we all started at 0. So don't forget that part. And it's only been the last couple of years that these numbers have accumulated because we are consistently working on things and we're doing things together. So just want to put that little caveat in there. I don't want anyone to look at that and go, oh, they just brag all the time. We do say we celebrate a lot and we like it. And one of the humans in this community that we want to celebrate today, Denise, had a birthday yesterday. So we want to celebrate her out loud because she's amazing.
So exciting.
Oh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
We love you, Yvonne Marchese, and we wish you the happiest of birthdays. And she's just an amazing human, Denise.
Oh, you got some good ones in that video. She is so much fun. And happy birthday, Yvonne. We're so excited for you. So, Kim, should we head on over to our military minute to talk about some things that our favorite
Yes. Can you speak to what it means to have a unit around you and have that camaraderie?
It feels like home. It feels safe. It feels familiar. You know, when you're in a community that lifts you up, when you're in a community that even if you're struggling, they're like, it's okay. You know, it's okay. When you have that, it's not just a community, it's more like friends, more like family, more like people that you care about their business. You want to be in their world. When they have events, you want to be there to support. It's supporting each other. That's what it is. People who support you, and then you want to support them. You want to. It's not I got to go to this. It's, no, I want to be there. And life happens, and sometimes you can't, but when you can, you are. And I think that other people in the community see that and feel that. And so when you have something, they want to do the same for you. And I think that's important. I think it's the same as being in the military, only better, dare I say. Because you care. And that's all we ever want someone to do is care about us, care about me, care about my business enough to let me know when I'm off track, when I'm on track, realizing that sometimes my brain works and sometimes my brain doesn't, and being okay with that.
Wow.
Yeah. So Kat, I love the fact that she mentioned being on track or not. Kat is so on fire right now. I just want to say that. She's done so many things. So we love Military Minute, and we love our Kat Corchado, and we love Sisters in Service podcast.
Yes, we do. She's a example for all of us.
Definitely. And she kicked my booty this week. Just saying. I'm just going to put that out there. So let's head over to our vision board party invitation real quick, because we have a fun community event coming up. We want to invite you to come and join us.
Do you remember making vision boards, getting a bunch of magazines and cutting out all the pretty images and headings? Do you remember feeling the drive after doing that and wanting to work so badly on obtaining all those things? I'm Jill Olish, the executive leader of the My Sexy Business team and host of our vision board parties. Vision boards are a powerful tool we use to help create the life we want. We can make our dreams our reality. And now we are bringing the fun to the community. You are invited to join us for our next vision board party. Whether this is your first time or you're due for an update, we will be working on updating our own vision boards and celebrating some of our wins from the quarter too. Bring your goals, aspirations, imagination, and snacks to create the visual roadmap to your dream life. RSVP with your email for the Zoom link at mysexybusiness.com.
I
Bring
love
the
the vision board party. Just, you got to have snacks. Absolutely. I'm so excited for this one, Kim. I actually have like an opportunity to review. I haven't done it in so long. I know there's going to be stuff that I have to come off and put new stuff on. It's going to be great.
I'm very excited because someone in our community had mentioned at one point that, you know, they had done vision boards off and on, and they had done all of those things, but they didn't ever really create the space to spend the time to do it consistently. And so this is our way of giving that space for all of our community. And for those watching, if you'd like to come and join us, it's a free event. We have such a good time and we celebrate with each other. But if you've never made one, Jill is the host. She's the hostess with the mostest. And she does a great job of explaining real quick, simple instructions, how we do digital ones. You can bring the stack of stuff, but I'll be honest, I don't like the mess. So I'm loving the digital version.
Yeah, everybody likes glitter and glue and everything, but it's really messy. And the digital one is so great because it can be the wallpaper on your computer, or it can be printed out and you can hang it on your wall. It's phenomenal. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm actually looking forward to this one. I'm putting the space out there. So, but hey, you know, another person that we have in our community that we love to spend time with, besides Jill, is our Linda Bonney. She is going to talk to us about conversations and storytelling for entrepreneurs.
Linda Bonney is a master storyteller, conversationalist, creative writer, podcast host and producer, published author, summit leader, and GME Roving Reporter.
Thanks, GME team. As an entrepreneur who is engaging in marketing, I believe it's crucial to have strong storytelling skills. It's common knowledge that a successful story has 3 components, right? A beginning, a middle, and an end. To hook your audience, start with a relatable problem or scenario. and then use the middle to build anticipation and connection by offering insights or solutions. Finally, leave your audience wanting more with a memorable conclusion that ties back to your brand's values and maybe your origin journey. One way to improve your storytelling abilities is by sharing personal experiences that reflect your brand's mission and beliefs. I think additionally, we can look around and see other accomplished storytellers and find techniques that they're using in their narratives. By practicing storytelling, we can become stronger and more relatable while also having some fun along the way. Back to you in the GME studio.
Oh my goodness. She's so amazing. If you haven't checked out, Linda has a podcast called Stories with the Sunday Roast. And you and I, Kim, were so lucky to be interviewed by her for the podcast. And then lo and behold, she turns those interviews into chapters in a book wrapped with her story and expanded on. So now we're all in a volume where she has 3 volumes of her stories with Sunday Roast, which is just amazing. And I just got mine, volume 1 last week. So I'm so excited to read them all.
They're so good. She actually read me my chapter last week, and I was just like in awe because I don't know, I just felt like so very honored and very like blessed by it. So love it.
Oh, there's the book. Yay.
Yes.
Yes, they're so wonderful. She is a master storyteller. I just love what she does.
So we want everyone to go and check it out because you will enjoy the stories, you'll enjoy the interviews, and don't worry, I'm not supposed to spill the tea all the time, but I do. There's a collection 4 coming out any day. So don't worry, there's more to come. So before I get myself into too much trouble, I'm going to go over to our next segment, which is helping entrepreneurs be found online with our very own findability queen herself, Denise Millay.
Denise Millay is the findability queen, search marketing consultant, technology simplifier, host of the virtual scavenger hunt, published author, summit leader, and GME roving reporter.
Well, I know your tagline is if they can't find you, they can't do business with you. Can you explain why that is something important for you to share with everyone?
I so want people to get the benefit of all that traffic and having all these people in search engines. Organic search results are very, very possible to have your content show up there. And we're all looking for leads and connections and clients and customers, and we want to serve people. And if you can't get your things in front of people after you've invested all these hours creating all these things, then they can't find you. So then you're not going to make that connection. And I just feel like it's such an opportunity. I want everybody to get these benefits for their business and not be taken in by the agencies kind of selling strategies and tactics you don't need when you're not there. You have to be there.
So what do you mean by there, Denise?
I want your content to be included in search results. So when your potential customer or client goes looking for a solution and you've connected with them, they're going to see you on the page. They're going to see your services or something you've written or you've prepared on the page so that they can get to know you.
I love this interview we did, Denise, that we continue to pop up with different things from it because it was such a powerful information giving session. That's what I'm going to call it, Denise.
And we had fun.
Oh, we always have fun.
We didn't surf through the whole thing, but it was really fun.
Yeah, in case y'all didn't notice, Denise was surfing on the keyboard at the bottom left of that screen. And if you haven't noticed, you need to rewind and watch that because that is fun. That's
as close as I will ever get to surfing in my life, besides keyboard surfing.
Well, I want to make sure that we say this out loud, Denise. You have a big project coming out soon with a lot of answers to a lot of things that people ask. But one of my favorite things that you say, and I just have to put it out here, is you can't optimize what you don't have. So people are selling, and you know how I feel about creepy marketers. People are selling things to business owners and entrepreneurs who they don't know they can't use it yet. So they sell them these big packages of things that cost thousands of dollars, and then they don't even get the results they're promising. So you are here to help me combat the creepy marketers and to help people actually be found. And I'm grateful for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
When we were
sharing the tools.
When we were in Clubhouse this week, somebody else showed up that had gotten your book. And I want to mention your book really quickly. It is called Be Findable. If they can't find you, they can't do business with you. And I think it's super important that this is not the same kind of textbooky thing where it's boring and dull and all of that. Denise has gone to great lengths to make it beautiful, to make it simple, and to help everybody get results. This community, we can pull out anybody you want to. You just let us know who you want to hear from, because we've all been getting great results based on what you've taught us. So thank you for what you do for everyone. And seriously, y'all, it's on Amazon. Go get it. It's a cheap date, Denise, for the thousands of dollars that SEO wants to charge. I'm just gonna say.
Well, enough of the commercial, but I will say that I want people to be able to do what they want to do, and some people need to see, and it's full of the exact things you have to do. So it's not a textbook. It's not a, here's just a little bit, so you have to hire me. No, it's here's what you got to do, and so that's what I like most about it. It's the real thing. Or at least that was the intention, I hope.
We're proud of you. I'll just say this, proud of you in the book.
Yeah, so enough about me now. And let's head on over to our bestest friend, Donna Bender, for a segment on surprise and delight marketing.
Donna Bender is a master givologist, branding product strategist, corporate marketing trainer, published author, host of The Big Show and Tell, Summit Leader, and GME Roving Reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Donna Bender coming to you today as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. Today's surprise and delight marketing segment is about why during periods of economic uncertainty, it's crucial to view marketing not just as a cost, but as a growth opportunity. When times get tough, the instinct might be to cut back on marketing, but let me tell you why that would not be the best business decision. Marketing is your lifeline. It's how you keep your brand alive, stand out from your competition, remind customers why they love you, and grow your business, even in challenging times. Let me share a quick story to illustrate this. During the Great Depression, two cereal giants, Kellogg and Post, faced the same economic turmoil. Post did what most do. They slashed their marketing budget, and Kellogg, on the other hand, increased their advertising and marketing, moved aggressively into radio, and introduced Rice Krispies, with Snap, Crackle, and Pop making their debut. The result? While Post struggled, Kellogg's profits soared by nearly 30%. They emerged from the Great Depression as the dominant force in the cereal industry, a position they still hold today. This story is a powerful reminder that maintaining and even increasing your marketing efforts during tough times can set you up for long-term success. Back to you at the GME studio.
Oh my gosh. She is, I love her stats. I love the things she brings to the table that you would never even connect. And it's so valuable. And she's so much fun. So she has this event called a Big Show and Tell that she does every month. And the next one's coming up July 30th at 1 p.m. Central Time. So make sure you connect with Donna on her website, donnabender.com, and get it on your calendar because it's so much fun.
Oh, I agree, Denise. And I took a note while we were watching the clip because today's theme is preparing for opportunity. And Donna used the phrase growth opportunity. And I think the choice that they made back then it's still lasting. Like they still are dominating because of the choice they made. And to me, that's being prepared for that opportunity. So if you want to get prepared for bigger sales, bigger results, bigger things, I suggest you go over and subscribe to Donna's channel at Donna Bender Giving, because when it comes out that it's live, you will be notified. So I think that's like being prepared for opportunity, Denise, and I think that falls right into our theme today.
Oh, I totally agree. And yeah, go to the channel. That is a great idea.
Oh, you did great. We're going to go to another sponsor of this show, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Do you find your finances confusing or overwhelming? Well, guess what? You're not alone. I'm Kerry Zarb, and I am the Money Barista. It's time to take away those sleepless nights, all the stress and pressure we feel from those flippin' digits. Finances can be hard, and this is why your seat at the virtual cafe is reserved in the Money Barista Club. Our meetups are held on the third Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. Central Time, and I'm inviting you to join us to ask questions, gain access to resources so that you can get in control of your business finances. This is where coffee meets money. Are you ready? What are you waiting for? It's time for you to be in the driver's seat of your finances. Head over to kerryzarb.com/club to join me in the virtual cafe and start controlling the beans in your business today.
I always want to dance to that music.
I know, right? And I miss Carrie Zarb. I'm just going to put it out there, Carrie. We're missing you, but we got to see her last week at the club meeting. And so if you're not getting enough Carrie in your life, this is how you can get some more Carrie in your life. The next club meeting is coming up August the 21st, which is a Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central. And we love you, Carrie Zarb.
And we miss you. And anybody who's in the club will tell you it's an awesome experience. So thank you.
Very much so. Well, you're tuning in to Good Morning Entrepreneurs. We're so glad you have joined us today for show number 71. And again, the theme today is preparing for opportunity. And we feel like, and you all need to give us feedback if you think otherwise, but we feel like we are being pretty out there with behind the scenes, giving examples of things, sharing the experiences we've had as entrepreneurs for you watching so that you can see what's possible. That sometimes we think things are out of our reach that are really not out of our reach. So we want to be living proof for you to kind of pick and choose some things. Maybe you've always wanted to start a podcast. You can do that. Maybe you've always wanted to write a book. You can do that. There are so many things you can do without it being the brick wall that it might feel like today. So we want to give you opportunity, growth opportunity. That's what Donna said. We want to give you growth opportunity.
That's right. Doesn't have to be Mount Everest climbing.
No, it definitely does not.
So I guess, Kim, we should roll into our question of the week, right?
Yes.
So we've been talking about preparing for opportunity. So our question this week we got, which is what fostered this theme, is how do I prepare for an opportunity?
Oh my goodness. I love this question. And Denise, you just brought up something I want to just say out loud to everybody. When we get a question, we do put things together and we do put things together. Adam is like the one, I'm just going to say, he's the one who brings things together. And I think preparing for an opportunity as the theme and as the question and as all the things is really truly, we sometimes talk ourselves out of preparing because we don't believe something is possible. And I think that's the preparation we have to do. Sometimes it's inside us and outside us in our business. Because if you don't believe it, you don't believe that something can happen, you won't do the work to get ready for it to happen. But when you start realizing that it's not the pretending that something is going to happen, but it's the acting as if it's going to happen, be prepared for it. If somebody's going to knock on your door and you've invited them for dinner, let's say, and you didn't make anything, I just didn't think they'd show up. And then they come and they're starving for what you've got and you don't have it prepared. How will that help them? So I think it's really important, Denise, to believe in what you're doing and prepare for what you're asking for.
Oh, I so agree. And it's a challenge. Let's be honest, as entrepreneurs, it's a roller coaster. There is no one person that's, confidence, confidence, confidence every single day. But at some point, you got into being an entrepreneur because you had a belief, you had an idea, you had a passion, you have something that you really believe in. So I think opportunity and being prepared for opportunity is remembering what you believe, remembering why you did it, and feeling confident that you strongly wanted to do something, and it's going to happen, and having that confidence because you believe in yourself.
Beautifully said, ma'am. Beautifully said.
And not always easy. That's okay. You're wrong. We're far from perfect here. We all ride the roller coaster too. So, but we do our best to keep our heads straight as much as possible.
If you want the long list of times I've doubted what I could do, just let me know and I will you'll just have to spend a week or two with me, but it will be a while because it's a long list.
It's going to be digital because all that paper. You wouldn't want to ruin that tree,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do all that. So speaking of someone who is amazing and who believes in what she is talking about, that is our Yvonne Marchese. She has a segment on entrepreneurship later in life. Yvonne Marchese is the president of the Age Agitators Club, creator of the Aging Playfully Play Shop, podcast host, published author, branding photographer, summit leader, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Yvonne Marchese coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. I'm your resident age agitator, here to talk about later in life entrepreneurship. As entrepreneurs, we constantly have to be learning new things. Software changes all the time. The algorithms for social media, oh my goodness. It's hard to keep up, and it can feel overwhelming and frankly like drudgery. So how about we turn this thing into a game? Let's call it the Innovation Quest Challenge. Here's your first game tip, all right? Whenever you dive into learning something new, commit yourself to embracing an experimental mindset, which includes failing. Yeah, that's right, failing. Expect failure as part of the process and celebrate those failures instead of beating yourself up over them. Okay, here's the game setup. Are you ready? Choose your quest, new software, social media. Break down the learning process on that thing into small, manageable pieces. Watch an introductory video, read a blog post about it, do a little bit of research, and then start to apply it in small steps. And give yourself rewards for completing each step of the quest. That's the game. Try it out. Back to you in the studio.
Rewards.
Oh my goodness. I love this idea of gaming, even in midlife, we'll call it. I love this. Yvonne has a book, and Denise, you and I both have obviously read the book and loved the book and all the things, but I want to speak really quickly. I'm going a little rogue here, and it's okay, y'all. Don't stress out in the green room. I am going a little rogue, but Yvonne is surfing on a daisy on the cover of her book. That's just the beginning of the fun that is wrapped around this book. It's called In Full Bloom, A Guide to Aging Playfully. It is by Yvonne. Yvonne has beautiful pictures inside, along with some quote things, along with little story quips. It's a very quick read. It's something you can carry in your pocket or your purse and pull it out and just be uplifted, I'm going to say, add some joy to your life. But I'm going to tell on Yvonne just for a second. So Yvonne is a branding photographer. And I want y'all to understand that she has shared these things from her life in this little book. But she is actually someone who's sought after and is flying across the U.S. to do branding, photography sessions. And I'm just going to call it, is it renowned? I'm not sure that that's the right word. Famous, renowned.
Very, very well known.
Well known. Thank you, Denise. But I think everybody should know that she is somebody who is so down to earth. You can watch her reels on the different platforms. You can see her and her salty sister, her salty sister is in the green room making faces at us right now.
Going, hey.
Exactly. But I feel like that's worth mentioning, that we want you, the watcher, to be able to be connected to incredible humans, incredible entrepreneurs, and Yvonne is one of them. So I'm sorry, you all in the green room. I'm doing my best to stay on track, but I feel like it's worth mentioning. So
see, and I can't see either. Think that we have so many people in this community that are exceptional, and Yvonne breathes play. She is just happy. And she may not always think she is, but gosh, she's got that smile, and she's always got some playful things she's doing, and I admire her so much.
Me too, Denise.
So before we get in trouble, let's move on to our next segment, which is the other half of the Salty Sisters, Kat Crociato, in our segment about health and wellness for entrepreneurs.
Kat Crociato is a proud military veteran, health and wellness professional, founder of Small Space Pilates, movement specialist for injury, illness, and cancer recovery, podcast host, published author, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. Hi, everybody. I don't have a stretch for you this week. I know I'm sad too, but I do have some advice for you. So have you ever awakened in the morning and you knew you had a workout coming up that day, and you just know in your heart it's not going to happen? You're fatigued, whether you had a really hard workout a couple days ago, maybe you didn't sleep well a couple nights in a row. It's hard on the body. So I want you all to try a little something that I have been doing for years. It's called my 10-minute rule. How do you know that you are truly tired? Well, you can't focus. All you can do is think about sleeping, going back to bed. You're not paying attention to anything. So the first thing I want you to do is immediately reschedule your workout. Say, for instance, you decide that you're going to try it. You're going to try your workout. And you get on the treadmill and you simply cannot do 10 minutes. Stop and go home and rest. It's okay to listen to your body. That's what I want you to do. Till next time. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Oh my gosh, it's so, so true. I mean, Kat's a gift to all of us. You and I know that. And that is what she always says. You have to listen to your body. And I've been a walking example of that for the last 6 months. So I agree totally. And if anybody's interested, we are, I guess I should say, we are members of her Small Space Pilates community, which is online Pilates community that we get to experience. So we're very, very fortunate. And if anybody wants to try that out, Kat gives away a free week of sessions for someone to experience the community. So please connect with Kat and check it out, because you won't be sorry.
Might feel a little, something. I will say that after working out with her this week. But the fact is, Denise, and you and I both know this firsthand, it gets us over those really somethings that we go through when we get to a certain age and we start having to make some pain. So Kat has been a game changer for both of us, I feel like.
I agree. So where are we headed next?
I was going to say, and I missed the cue on the agenda, just saying it out loud. So we are headed over to another segment about mama entrepreneurs with our very own Jill Olish. Jill Olish is the ambassador of moms, founder and leader of the Mama Outspoken Village, published author, podcast host, executive team leader of My Sexy Business, host of the Vision Board Party, associate producer, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. You know the phrase, put your back into it? I think we can sometimes feel like that's what we have to do in entrepreneurship and even motherhood. Having to use a lot of physical effort to try to do something. If you've been watching for a while, you've heard it said before, and if not, here you go. Having your own business doesn't have to be hard. It sure is an adventure, but we can take the hard out with simplifying. And I think motherhood isn't far off from that idea. I think one way that we can simplify that effort is by putting our hearts into it instead. I know I have found myself lacking in heart in my business adventure and have felt the hard and overwhelming feelings. My vision board is a great representation of putting my heart into it. It has all the pieces: my mind, feelings, motives, dreams, and desires. Keeping a heart-centered vision board nearby might just be the shift you need to in going from hard to simple. So put your heart into what you're doing this year. Back to you, Carrie and Kim.
I'd love to put your heart into it.
Someone who, I laughed when she said, well, sometimes I don't put my heart. She's all about heart. Like, I don't know if she knew how to do something without her heart in it. So,
well, something she's put her heart into deeply is something she started, and it's called the Mama Outspoken Village. She is actually hosting a gathering tomorrow, and I've got to get the time right. It's July 27th at 8 a.m. Central Time for the Mama Outspoken Village gathering. So Jill is the leader. She's the founder of the village. And I just want to say, for the record, I'm the grandma of the village. That's what I keep telling her. I am the grandma because of my age, but it doesn't mean I'm not cool. Like, I just want to say that. But
we're all cool.
That's right. That's right. We're the cool kids now. But she holds she holds that space for other mamas, and you don't have to be an entrepreneur to be there. It's for mamas who, are going through some things. That's what Jill, her book, I just want to point to all things of Jill, because Jill's book just came out in May, and she tells her story behind all the things that happened, because having a baby during the pandemic is different than having a baby other times. That's one of the major things, but she went through a lot of things she shares. And I think that when you have a space you can talk to somebody who understands, it's extremely valuable. I know she will, if you connect with her, I know she will give you a month to come in and meet her and meet everyone else and get to know if that community is the right thing for you. But mamas need a place, Denise. I feel like mamas need a place.
Jill is so courageous, so brave, and she shares from her heart. And I always say, as a lot of us do who are in a different phase of life, like, where was somebody like Jill when our kids were little? Like, oh,
exactly.
Godsend, so.
Exactly. I so agree. And Jillo is also the same one that hosts the Vision Board Party on Monday. So I want to poke that in there one more time too, that don't forget to come and hang out with us Monday night, because we are going to be having a great time, and we do giggle a lot. Fair warning, y'all. We can be pretty silly and all of that, but we're a lot of fun who get a lot of results. So that's the other part. But
anyway. I agree. And don't forget the snacks. They're vitally important to the evening. So
yes, and yes to snacks.
Well, let's head over to one of our sponsors, the Buckets and Boom Gates podcast.
Once upon a time, there was a princess from Oklahoma living a traveling life in Texas.
When along comes an Aussie bucket of swearing sunshine.
When these two girls from opposite ends of the globe met in February 2021,
even the universe did not know what it was in for.
Determined to solve world problems for entrepreneurs, we still to this day learn just how similar we are.
We have found our passions were too strong not to unite and become the partners in change that we are.
What is a bucket and a boom gate?
So a bucket is basically a category or a way to change how you're looking at something big.
And a boom gate is a way to protect ourselves. Sometimes we need a boom gate to protect ourselves from ourselves.
We have lots of experience of our lifetimes of business, and we want to share that with you.
We look forward to bringing you weekly episodes of the Buckets and Boom Gates podcast.
Oh my goodness. I love the podcast. And I'm just going to say out loud, Carrie and I started this podcast sharing our experiences, just wanting to help if we could. And Carrie's gotten so busy that she passed the baton to Jill, back to Jill again. And I pulled it up. There's the new cover art, like all of that stuff. I just thought I would share. And the episodes are not as consistent simply because we are working out a recording pattern and all that. But this last episode was our grand finale for the teamwork makes your business dream work for your entrepreneur life. So I thought I would just throw that in there, that you're not going to the wrong podcast when you go there. It's just I'm having a really hard time changing from the commercial because Carrie and I did the first, I think it was 67 episodes. And now Jill and I are on 75. So it's just a place for you to come and hear real stories. I make a lot of confessions, Denise.
I have heard, and I have to say I love that commercial as well. And I'm wondering if we should just do like some vision boarding, kind of like, clipping Jill put her over top of Carrie so we could still have the same commercial that we love. Or just have her stand in between you and Carrie,
Exactly.
And shake hands or something like that, because it's such a great commercial. But that's really silly, I know. So anyway, sorry.
I love the idea of having her like there with us, though. I think that's awesome. Well, we'll rein in our silly for a minute, just for a minute though, and we're gonna head over to our next wonderful roving reporter, executive or associate producer, amazing human. I guess I should let the intro do all that. Let's head over to Entrepreneurs in Entertainment with Adam Rothenberg. Adam Rothenberg is the interview king, media personality, creator of the Call Me Adam entertainment platform, published author, podcast host, red carpet correspondent, associate producer, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. It's Adam, and I'm back in the closet for yet another edition of Behind the Curtain. And today, I want to talk about not a specific interview, but about having a backup plan when you do in-person interviews. Because I had a situation many years ago where everything just started to go wrong in the midst of this press event. And I was at this press event at 54 Below, conducting multiple interviews with some of the performers that were going to have shows there. Well, I'm starting the day off interviewing two of my favorite people. And in the middle of the interview, I noticed the camera stopped. I have no idea when it stopped, but it stopped. And I took out the battery and the battery was dead. I went to put in my backup battery and for some reason, the camera still wasn't working. So there I am in the midst of this interview and I have to hurry because I really only have maybe 5 to 10 minutes with each person. So like Kim always says, you have to have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, Q, and every other letter in the alphabet. So what did I do? Thank God I had my smartphone and I was able to take out my phone and start recording the audio on one of my apps. So The point that I'm trying to make is you never know what's going to happen during an interview, and you always have to be prepared. So make sure you have your backup plan and you have backup equipment with you, because you don't want to have a disastrous moment like I did. And that is today's Behind the Curtain story. It's back to you in the GME studio.
Oh my gosh.
I know what panic moment that would be. Like what?
I'm having palpitations thinking about it as it's describing it. I'm like, oh my God, the second battery didn't work. Oh my God. Too much.
So I'm trying really hard. Adam's threatened to mute me. I'll just say this. Adam has threatened me out loud that he was going to mute me if I wasn't careful about what I said. But he's got something coming out in his Call Me Adam Digest this Saturday, because he has an entertainment newsletter that comes out weekly where he shares the behind the scenes and the dish on a lot of things. But I'm gonna keep myself reined in, Denise. But Adam set a new record and found out yesterday. Well, this week he found out this week that he set a new record with something, and I think everybody should know it. And it's like so hard not to tell you all. Let me just say that this is like painful not sharing what it is, but everyone on the digest list will get to know on Saturday. So this weekend you could know if you sign up for the Call Me Adam digest on callmeadam.com.
And I will be the first to know.
They will be the first to know. Well, I am going to say I do have some insider information. Maybe that's what I should say. But not telling it. I'm not telling it, Adam. I only know because of being like where he found out. That's the only reason I knew first. So,
well, and I have to say, Adam's worked so hard to build his platform as he migrated from another platform and had to re-upload everything he had done for 15 years. And he did such a good job at organizing it and presenting it and enriching it that it's phenomenal. So I'm just thrilled that he's getting the results that he wants, because he worked so hard to get there. So
it's very exciting. Very.
I know. So what do you say, Kim? Should we move on over into our favorite segment called Princess Speak?
Yes, please. You know, Princess Speak is the simple business language for entrepreneurs that our community uses on the daily. Instead of it being the big words that, everybody has to stop and think about, we really have come to terms with, we want to make things simple. So Princess Speak is very important to me, very, very important to me, because I don't want to make things hard for other people, and I don't want things hard for me to figure out. So that's where this comes from. Just want to put that in there. And we have a quote, I'm going to call it, for this week's Princess Speak phrase, which is, where preparation meets opportunity is where the magic happens. And it's really important to me for everyone to know, if you're preparing for something, it's so much easier to have that opportunity come along and you can do it versus, oh, I wish I would have been ready. So,
and there are a million examples of this, Kim, that we could pull out. I mean, from having your social media profiles out there so that, and social media current, that you're out there all the time, you're consistent, then you can collaborate with somebody that sees it and wants to work with you, right? Or getting your things in search engines so you get a stream of clients. I mean, there's so many different things that preparing and thinking about things and thinking things through can just give you those opportunities that you would never think you could get by opening doors and being ready to walk through them.
Absolutely, Denise. And I'm about to, hopefully they're prepared in the green room because I'm bringing them up. I'm just saying. Be smiling when y'all come up. I don't want you to be doing something you're going to be embarrassed by. Let me just say that. Be prepared for the opportunity. I wanted to bring up Adam Rothenberg, who we've talked about throughout the show, and Kat Corchado, who we've talked about throughout the show. They are the ones that have been doing all the behind the scenes things today. And I want y'all to see their beautiful faces and know that this is part of the opportunities that we have as a community together to support each other. And being prepared for those things is really important. So I want to say out loud, thank you, thank you, thank you for doing all that you do to make this show amazing.
Thank you all.
And Kat, you are adorable talking on mute.
You're supposed to be able to read my lips, okay? You're supposed to be able to know how to do that. I said thank you for the opportunity, Kim.
Oh, you're so welcome, Kat.
I ditto what Kat said.
Oh, the man of few words. I love that. And he remutes himself as if that's all you're going to have to say. Come on. You're too funny.
Y'all are so funny. I do want to stress though that this theme for the show today is all about preparation and preparing for those I can't get the words out, for those opportunities that come along, because you never know when they're going to happen. You just never know.
And I have to, if I can add to that, we spend so much time in different venues in our community. And these opportunities present themselves on the regular, just like, oh yeah, I could do that, or oh, this would fit for you, and that's a great idea. And we support one another and everything. There really is opportunity to do things you would have never thought of. So,
agreed. Kat, were you gonna say something?
No, I was agreeing with Denise, but I think there's a difference between, someone said, oh, hey, I really want to, I want to be on your podcast, but you don't even have a podcast yet. Or, yes, they want to be on your podcast and you've been podcasting, but they want it to be an even bigger event. You've already been doing it. So I think you have to understand when you're ready and when you're not ready. And even though it might seem like a big deal at first, you just go ahead and say, okay, I'm in. And then you go, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And that's when our community steps in and says, here's what you're going to do. And we're going to help you get there. So
I love this from the podcasting rock star that Kat is. She's a salty sister, and she is seriously a rock star podcaster. She is the voice of Sisters in Service podcast. And when you started your podcast, Kat, we've got only just a few seconds left, but when you started your podcast, I just want to call out to you. You didn't feel ready. No one feels ready whenever they're starting to do something, but how incredible. Look at the bazillion episodes you've done. If y'all aren't already subscribed, go check it out because it's good stuff. But I just look at that and I think that's a perfect example of preparing for. You didn't know you were going to be asked to do some of the major things you're doing now, but that afforded you a lot of opportunity because you did it. So I just want to say all that. I'm sorry, I have to wrap up before Adam mutes me. So where preparation meets opportunity is where the magic happens for you, sweet listener. Do not forget to watch the show, take suggestions and ideas. We can't wait to see you again next week, and we love y'all.
Join us next Friday at 7 a.m. Central.
This is the team signing off for Good Morning Entrepreneurs.